What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Chainsaw Man Part 2 chapter review. How is everybody doing this wonderful
hello
morning, afternoon, or night? We live, baby. Better late than never.
I know, for real.
I know, we're so late talking about this, but it is what it is, you know? Thank you guys for tuning in to another.
Goes hard.
It does go so hard.
It really does.
Live reaction discussion for the new Chainsaw Man chapter 108, titled Something Important to Asa. Like Smokey Wolf said, I see that mustache silently creeping back in. I grew attached to the mustache. Mm-hmm. And in between cosplays,
you really did. You're like,
I'm letting
damn.
I'm letting it kind of creep back
whenever
in.
you can.
Yeah.
Whenever you can afford to.
Yeah. So we were pretty late to talking about this chapter because, you know, we had so many other things going on, and we still had to talk about it because it is just such an incredible chapter. I think it's one of the craziest chapters to have come out in part 2 so far. I mean, there's been crazy chapter after crazy chapter, but there was so much here along with the introduction of a new, intriguing, and interesting character that a lot of people online are speculating about. Who is this person?
I mean, honestly, based off of who we've seen that are a part of the Horsemen, it would only make sense because they all do have matching eyes.
Sure.
They all, and the confirmation of little sister, they could just be platonic, friendly, or it could be I am your sister because we are the four horse sisters.
Yeah, speaking of horsemen, I'm sitting next to one.
Bojack.
I'm sitting next to Bojack over here right now.
Oh.
Yeah, a little clumsy, huh?
Yeah.
A little clumsy. But Mehgan went all out today for the chapter review and discussion.
I'm
did a little
Yoru today.
Did a little Yoru.
A little scar. It's on the side that you can't see, but
It looks dope.
I hope to do it justice one day.
Hope to do it justice.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know how Chainsaw Man cosplayers just kind of crept into the scene when the manga was still running and the anime wasn't out yet,
right?
And now they're everywhere. It's gonna be funny when all of these other new characters that are being introduced are gonna kind of creep their way into the cosplay scene as well, and just kind of lie low until it's fully adapted.
Yeah.
But
you said it'd be funny if we did a Asa and Yoru cosplay.
Yeah.
If I would be. I think it'd be funny if. It'd be funny if I was either. But I think, who would I be, Asa or Yoru?
You would be Yoru. For
okay,
sure.
and then you'd be Asa.
Yeah, you would be Yoru.
Oh shit! We got our first donation of the stream from the Weepsty Boys. Yeah, and a new sound to go along with it.
I love it.
Thank you guys so much.
Gang, gang.
Dang.
Gang, gang.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Shout out the Weepsty Boys. Thank you.
Hi.
So, a lot of theories going around. And, you said that it is likely or just pretty obvious that it is a horseman because of the eyes, and that seems to be almost definitively proven, right?
Yeah.
That the horsemen all have these eyes. I mean, it hasn't been explicitly stated, but I think that,
And A Beautiful Lie said it has to be Famine. I don't think they'll reveal a death yet. I was under the impression that Makimo's Control.
Yeah, Makimo's Control or Conquest. And there was that wild theory that Kobeni was Famine, but I don't think that's true at all.
Yeah, no, because I think she would have had the eyes.
I think people just want Kobeni to be.
Yeah, something, because it's not revealed
crazy.
yet.
Yeah.
But I think it might be Famine and not death, because people are saying it has to be death because she said she can help her out in this situation and bring her back. But Makima could bring back people from the dead. So it's just I don't think it is death. I think they maybe save that.
That's a great point. And a lot of people were pointing to, and I have that panel pulled up that I can show in a minute, but a lot of people are pointing to certain things, earrings that this character is wearing. Some people say they look like scales.
Some people say
it looks like chainsaw.
Pochiti.
Yeah, ripcords.
Pochiti.
So yeah, I think the obvious answer, and when we talk about Fujimoto, of course, is never going to go for the obvious answer.
No.
And so, of course, people say death at first, right? Then you start looking deeper into it, and you're like, okay, it could possibly be famine. There's another interesting theory floating around online that has piqued my interest. I don't know how true it is, but when we talk about the four horsemen, we've met 3 of them now, hypothetically, because it hasn't been confirmed yet who this person is. We're assuming because of the eyes, it's a horseman. Let's just assume for the sake of this theory that she is a horseman, right? So we have Conquest, who is now in Nayuta, right? We have War, who is in Asa, who is Yoru. And then we have this new person who is either, and let's just say for the sake of argument that they are famine, right? Or hunger.
Yeah, I have it right. I have a picture pulled up right here.
Right. Yes. So that picture is the theory, right? That the 4th horseman is Denji, is Chainsaw Man, is Pochita. Which is crazy, and I do, do like the theory. I do like the theory.
But what ground does it hold?
Well,
I mean, how could the Chainsaw Man
death
devil be
is is no longer existing, right? Is wiping someone from existence, which is what Pochita can do.
Yeah.
So that is maybe shaky grounds to stand on, not the most solid, but I do think that there's something there. There possibly is something there. Now we're talking about primal. People are talking about primal fears too. It could be just extinction. But I do believe whether that Pochita or Chainsaw Man is death or a horseman or not, that he is something bigger than just the chainsaw devil.
Well, yeah.
Go off, Queen.
No, yeah. I mean, that could definitely be a possibility. Just because that would be a crazy twist, right? Obviously,
right.
if people are like the Chainsaw Man devil, they love the Chainsaw Man devil. Turns out, it's not.
And like you said, Makima brought people back from the dead, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, just because
she can offer, and she didn't even, at the end of the chapter, it was kind of revealed that yeah, she did help, but I don't think it was necessarily her.
Right.
Yuko. I don't think she maybe brought Yuko back.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right.
Just maybe the Justice Devil. And it is interesting because I don't know why I forgot this. I don't know what, but the Justice Devil is very, I guess it makes sense. The War Devil, Justice, they kind of go, they could go hand in hand, but the Justice Devil's been weirdly obsessed with Yoru, because, or Asa, maybe Yoru too, but we have the school president and how she made a contract with the Judgment Devil, Justice Devil, and then we get it again with Yuko.
Right.
And it just seems to be following her around. Once it hated, the one time it hated her, and the other time it loved her, or is kind of obsessed.
Yeah, and we obviously know why. The horsemen are all siblings, and famine can also, or hunger, but I think it's easier to understand if you use the word famine, could be synonymous with war as well, because when wars break out, I'm sure crops are affected, production's affected.
But when you think about who would be older?
Because
I think it would be famine, just hunger.
Yeah.
In general, that's why she says little sister.
Right, and death, right, is kind of a part of all of them, right? A fear or something
that goes hand in hand.
In all of
if you
right?
starve, you'll die. If you go to war, you might die.
Right. Yeah, and if you're, I guess, maybe controlled, conquered, you'll die.
You could live in different ways than you think.
It makes me also think you'll live in different ways. Is that what you said?
If you're conquered.
Oh, yeah. Conquer me, huh?
If you catch my drift.
Yeah, I catch your drift. Right. Yeah, I had a dog sound that I was going to plug in here.
Wow.
Yeah, where is it? Wow. I think, this is from Money D. Luffy, I think Justice Devil is working for Famine like a sidekick.
Ooh. Sidekick.
I think the Justice Devil is working for Famine like a sidekick. I don't know.
Yeah, Hermes, too, also said in the Book of Revelations, horsemen have an order. It's conquest, war, famine, death. That makes sense because death would be like the most feared, obviously.
Yeah, when we start talking about the Book of Revelations, we got to get my dad on the podcast. We got to get my dad on the show. You'd have a lot of insight about Chainsaw Man. But that is very interesting, the order. And I don't know.
And
I
the
think the Justice
sidekick.
Devil is working for Famine like a sidekick. I mean, maybe.
Possibly.
That is possible. But what it also makes me wonder then, because again, we never know what this man is going to do. We never know what Fujimoto is going to do. We always think we have some sort of idea, and then the new chapter comes out and everything is up in the air again. But a lot of people were also speculating that it had appeared to be when Asa and Yoru were revealed to be the protagonist, in a sense of the second part, that maybe Chainsaw Man in its entirety will be 4 parts, and each part will feature like a horseman. Which does seem kind of repetitive, and I don't think Fujimoto would be that formulaic with how he would tell his story. But that was what people were maybe speculating, right?
Well,
now that's out the window.
Yeah, but I mean, again, like if that theory of like Denji being horseman, so you already had the death, in theory, death and conquest, 2 horsemen in the same part. Now we have Yoru being war, and this other character could be famine and or, death. So it could be like 2-2, and then the last one, the third part, might be like all encapsulating death. I think they would wait to get to death.
Unless again there is a reveal.
Unless it is Denji, because it'd be like 2 and 2. The 4. I mean, we already, if that's the case, we've already covered it.
Then we've met the 4. And so then it makes me wonder, how long is Chainsaw Man going to be then? I mean, there's still a lot of story to tell, but I don't know if we've met all 4 horsemen, how much longer it's going to be. What if it is only 2 parts?
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
I know, that's what I'm saying. And not happening also said also with the likelihood of Pochita being the death could get a 2v2 of the horsemen with conquest and death versus war and hunger, which I could see totally doing.
Yeah.
Fujimoto is known for being unpredictable. He might whip out death sooner than we think, Batman for real said.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe he wants to, but
right.
Maybe his publishers are like, we want another part. Who knows? I mean, I don't think he would
milk this as much as we possibly can.
But I don't think he would do that. He'd be like, no,
flip all of them off. I'd be like, okay, and then flip them off and do whatever he wanted to do.
Who is the biggest anime right now?
Yeah, I have a question for all the executives in here.
Excuse me, and they're like, yes, Fujimoto, go ahead.
Who has like the most popular sort of like high sort of anime of the season, and probably the most hyped anime release of all time in this room? I'm just wondering. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is someone else in this room that has that, and I'm just tripping. I'm just asking though. Right. And then they go.
They go, okay, you can go for the day.
Yeah.
We're wrapped.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much.
Right.
We can't say anything.
No, they would have nothing to say.
Yeah, we have nothing to say. I mean, he would never do that. But again, like, I don't think he would let them obviously get involved in what he does. But
I mean, we just say that because it's happened before.
Yeah,
we talked about Kubo in the past too, and it happens with so many other mangaka where they come in and they're like, stretch this out. You know what would be sick? Stretch this out.
Like
if this was like way longer than it needed to be.
What's the sketch? Who is it?
What?
The anime house. What is it?
RDC World.
Yeah, RDC World with that sketch they do, and it's like, yeah, but what if he had a son?
Yeah.
He's like, he does it. And he's like, okay, but what if he had a family?
They're the ghosts.
Like, yeah.
They're the best.
He's like,
they're the
no,
best doing it, man.
I'm not gonna do
the
it.
Funniest people on YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's just like not even within anime and manga. They're so funny. Yeah, I love them. And every time they upload a new sketch, I'm like, gotta watch it immediately.
I think we would make it if we finally were able to collab.
That would
with
be making
RDC.
it.
Yeah, no, I could be like, okay, having a panel at a con, like that's super exciting. Doing other things, but like collabing with RDC, I think that would be the top. I think that's when we could say like we've made it.
Yeah, this is the
we can hang
mountaintop.
up the coat.
This is the mountaintop.
We get like to be in like an anime house.
Right. Yeah. As a character. Yeah. Bro, I would rather be in an anime house than a fucking movie, dude. If my schedules got conflicted and they're like, all right, so, you could be in, we're coming out with a new Fast and the Furious movie and we want you to play a role in that. Or, you could play in RDC World 1. There's a new anime house coming out. I go, anime house.
Yeah. I can't wait till they start implementing like the next anime house when they implement like Denji.
Oh, yeah. They
and like
they would
Aki.
have to.
Yeah.
They would have to.
Yeah, they're totally going to. It's going to be hilarious.
But you were talking about the pairings, and I want to go back to the pairings real quick because I do think what's interesting about that, we were talking about, someone in the chat said 2v2. You were mentioning that, it could end up being that, Denji and Nayuta kind of team up or in some form, I guess, Yoru and this other horseman team up. But what's interesting about the pairings that I wanted to mention is like, I think it's so beautiful and so just like amazing on the surface. I think how Fujimoto is like creating these pairings, because when you look at like Asa and Yoru, it is crazy that she creates weapons from things that she owns, and she has to have this like very strong connection with these things to do that. And in this chapter or in the previous chapter, I can't remember exactly, but Yoru's talked about like making weapons that haven't been that strong because
nothing really matters.
Yeah, they don't have really any connection to anything.
Yeah.
So why they go after someone like Asa is because Asa has this like this trauma and this connection to her parents, to the death of her parents, to just people in general, to, she even with Yuko.
Imagine Yoru like grows fond of Asa just in general. And that their bond keeps growing and growing.
And then she
one
uses
day
the devil, the literal war devil.
No, like the war devil uses her.
Oh. That'd be sad.
Yeah, that would be
so sad.
Yeah, because this is not a new thing, right? Like devils and humans having a relationship. I mean, we like Pochita and Denji, and
Well, that's what. Again, I'm so fascinated by this theory, because another point that was being made is that when you look at the pairings again, the reason why Pochita, besides the erasing people from existence, right? Death erasing people from existence. Why more evidence as to why Pochita could be possibly death is because if you're looking at pairings and you're saying like, the war devil has no connection to anything, why the weapons that they make aren't strong, but then Asa does, then Denji, if Pochita is death, Denji is like clinging to life. Like Denji, wants to live his dream, so badly. And so again, you have Denji wanting to cling to life and then being met by the death horseman, the death devil, and then Asa.
I mean, literally when he's looking at a freaking grave, like.
Yeah, dude, that could be a super crazy Easter egg.
He was like literally, he was literally in like a graveyard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It kind of opens around.
And people were saying like, well, Pochita didn't have like the.
And didn't he find Pochita at a graveyard?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. When he was like, yeah. I mean, I doubt we're on one.
Crazy, yeah.
But people are saying that like Denji, if that were the case, he would have those like the spirals. But I don't know, like was that ever mentioned? I forget that Pochita, like that was the form maybe it chose to take after everything that happened with the other horsemen when they had that big fight, like maybe maybe Pochita looked different before and it wasn't this cute little Chainsaw Man dog. Maybe it was a person, if it was the Death Devil that had those spirals that looked very similar.
It's been weakened, and they say they fought it multiple times. And that's why people are saying that these earrings could be trophies from the battles when the Death Devil was defeated, though,
or maybe they're just a
or
fan.
just Chainsaw Man, or maybe they're just a fan.
And people are getting wild. I mean, we get wild with theories for sure. People are getting wild saying like, "Oh, that's Nayuta." Like the new character that introduces Nayuta.
Bro, Nayuta
maybe
looks way different.
Maybe she like ages at a rapid rate and she's in the same class.
No way. I mean, watch me be wrong, but no way. Watch me be wrong.
Because it's like it is like a manifestation of Makima. So we were like, what? Explain the black hair going from light. They're like, because the older they get, the more they look like Makima.
They would turn into Makima.
Yeah.
But there's some other crazy stuff that I want to talk about in this chapter because so many things happen. But to get to the chat for a little bit, someone said, and this just caught my eye. This is from Abhinav. Third episode had the best ending song till now.
Maximum the Hormone. Like when I saw that on the list, I was so excited because they like I couldn't have thought of a better band to be in Chainsaw Man. I mean, it was just perfect.
Yeah, dude.
And it exceeded all of my expectations. I knew it was gonna be great. And I remember showing Josh a song from them.
Yeah.
Called Alien. And
they did a Death Note song, I think.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
That's how I knew of them. And then you showed me that the Alien song.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is so sick. And it's just so good. And yeah, when he says cone, I was like, I literally, it was amazing.
Bro, yeah, we've been like bumping Maximum the Hormone in the car, driving around, tripping people out. And
pulling up is like
pulling up to like a Trader Joe's, and everybody's like just like doing their shopping, and we're listening to Maximum the Hormone. It's the best. That song Alien is sick, and that Death Note OP they did is sick. I was super excited when I saw the list too.
Batman for said, did they do the second Death Note opening? I don't know.
I can look it up real quick. Let me see. But yeah, dude, when I saw them on the list, they were the one band, the one group that I was the most excited for.
Yeah, so Batman for Real said, just read the wiki, and it says that Pochita did change its form after the battle with the Horsemen.
There we go.
I think that Pochita maybe did that to obviously maybe hide out, not be so recognizable.
It says Death Note opening 2, by the way.
Oh yeah. So yes, they did do the second opening. Just looks it up and Batman for Real.
Batman for Real is on it faster than we are. Producer.
Yeah, damn, I really want to rewatch Death Note. It's been
since
honest.
high school,
it's been.
And then I was like, Platinum Man's coming out. It's gonna be sick, and it was bad.
Death Note. I think I watched that in middle school.
Jesus Christ.
So it's been a long time. It's been like over 10 years.
I just want to say shout out Nathy. I really catch up to the lives because of time zones. Love y'all.
Nathy.
Love you. Thank you. And I'm glad that you're able to be here.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
Chill. Not happening. Repost. And we know that the concepts erased by Pochita can be resurrected somehow. So we could see some wacky stuff like the star that breaks the minds of children.
Well, if that's the case,
Because the Weepsty Boy said that Fujimoto is setting up for the biggest double fake. Fandom thinks he won't go for the obvious route, then boom. Yeah, I think, again, literally every time. And there have been mangaka that I think have done that before, writers who've done that before. But with Fujimoto, it seems like he is one of the best creators at being able to, like, guess right in such a way to lead people into guessing what will happen next and then completely taking the hardest left. But he does it in a way where it's like, it's not overly like, it's still subtle. It's not obvious.
Yeah.
And so it makes people think like, oh, I see what he's going for.
Yeah.
And then boom.
I don't think that, like, something like that, I would think maybe is like certain characters coming back, like, Aki or Power. And people have speculated that Power is going to come back in a different form, but then it's like, okay, then how much are we like getting removed from Power? Like, you just want the Blood Devil to come back and not Power? Like, I don't know how excited I would be just to see the Blood Devil, and like, there's no sense of power at all. Right. So I wouldn't want that. I don't think he'll do that. But since like these devils can bring back people from the dead, like, how likely would that be? If for some reason those characters came back. I mean, just the main one that I'm thinking would just be Aki. Daki.
Yeah. And what would be even crazier again is just like everybody has kind of speculated when this part started, like, oh, it makes sense. It'll be 4 parts. What if Fujimoto again? It's like, no, it's 2 parts. It's part 1 and part 2. And that is the story of Chainsaw Man, part 1 and part 2, and it's ending. Because, there was so much ground covered in part 1. Like, we are still very...
There was a lot.
There was the most. Like, it moved so incredibly
It could have been
fast.
a whole story. It could have ended.
I mean, it kind of
could have ended.
I mean, it kind of felt like it really did. I mean, it kind of felt like that could have been,
That could have been it.
That could have been it. I don't think anybody wanted it to be it because, of course, we loved it so much we wanted more. But, now that we've met, again, if it's confirmed that the Horsemen are what we're going after and death or whatever is the Death Devil is the big bad or is Pochita, whatever. If it's revealed that that's the main, antagonist, I guess, of the Horsemen are the bigger part of the story that we're trying to get to at the finish line. And we've met as many as we've met here. I mean, it could just be that by the end of part 2, over.
Yeah, Money Deluvius said I don't expect a part 3 at all.
Yeah.
I don't expect a part 3 at all. Which, again, I mean, I am all for anything. I mean, this is with movies. This is with, media. This is with anime. Like, if you've told your story and you've said everything you want to say, if you've introduced characters that you want to introduce, like, just cut it. Like, just cut it.
Yeah.
Like, do not keep going. Do not sacrifice what you want to do just for money or, like, I just hate it. Because we have all these things, right? Like, well, number 1 coming out. You're like, oh, that's a cool movie. And it's like, well, coming out with number 3. And it's like, why do we have to keep doing this?
Yeah,
reboots.
I don't think Fujimoto is the type of person to do that.
I don't think so either. But I'm just saying in general, like, people obviously will get upset. Like, oh, there's no more. But if that's it,
that's
then just be respectful. Like, just be respectful. People, I just feel sometimes just like are missing that when it comes to mangaka telling their story, because then we get things that you shit on because it went on too long. Yeah. I'm not going to say any names. I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Is Toy Story one of the biggest sequel tragedies? Thank you.
We're not going to get into this.
I'm just saying. No, this is relevant. This is relevant, you guys, because if we only get part 1, part 2, we still have the anime. We're still going to see that all adapted, and we're going to let Fujimoto, if he wants to move on from Chainsaw Man, he wants to move on from Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I mean,
okay?
I love.
If he wants to tell new stories,
I'm excited to see what story he would tell next.
Exactly.
Because
let's be respectful.
I mean, we got Fire Punch, which I still think is incredible. I mean, it has its, I guess flaws, but I love it for all of them, and I love it for, for what it is. I mean, you have Look Back, you have Goodbye Air, you have all these other one-shots that he's done, and
that's what Sybil just said. Yeah,
I would be so excited to see where he went next.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at? What? Oh, Johnny Sins is back. If it makes you feel any better, y'all can collab with me. Johnny Sins is in the chat again, guys. Let's just pay respect where respect is due.
Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, Johnny Sins, fan of the show.
Fan of the show.
And we are a fan of this man's
We'll
work.
talk about it.
Yeah,
we'll reach out to you.
Yeah, we'll reach out to you.
Talk about some possible
in the
collabs.
DMs, yeah, and we'll maybe set up a collab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just, this chapter really has me thinking about the future of the story and where the story is going to go, because I really do think that it's moving, again, like Chainsaw Man has always done, moving a lot faster than anybody really thought. And it was the introduction of this character that made it feel like, oh, damn, we're here. We're going here. This is what is happening, and this is happening now. This isn't happening, it's happening extremely early into part 2.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of other cool moments. That happened in this chapter. And we got the school uniform sword. That was the Kill a Kill
awesome
moment.
Yeah, for real. Super Kill a Kill. And I just love, what's her name?
Yuko.
Yuko. Yeah, I always say Yoko. I don't know why.
Because of the Yoko Ono and the Beatles.
No, that's not what I think of. I just get it wrong.
Okay. Sick. I like that answer. You're just wrong.
You could literally I don't know.
Okay, I was giving you an out. I was giving you an out because of word association. And
word association. I just could say something wrong and admit to saying it wrong.
In the future, when you get something wrong, and then you say, it's because I think it's like this and not that, and I go, or you're just fucking wrong.
Yeah.
But I was giving you an out.
You could say that.
You could continue. Maybe me and Johnny will do our own collab.
Johnny's on. Oda's in the chat too.
Oda is in the chat.
We get too many celebrities.
We got
too many celebrities. But I do love how she's just like, I only killed a couple people. Like, chill. Like, I only killed like 2 or 3. And her reaction, because she knows like what's gonna happen, is so funny. She's like, you don't need to do what I think you're gonna do, because she just knows that she's gonna like take off all her clothes.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, that sword is so sick. You got to make that now.
Oh yeah, that'd be so sick.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what a good. That'd be, again, for a cosplay.
Yeah.
But of course we get the I mean, come on, dude. Now hold your barks.
It looks like a little mini Dragon Slayer, doesn't it?
Hold your barks. It kind of does.
It has Dragon Slayer vibes.
I could see that. But yeah, this was incredible. I mean, obviously, a little fan servicey, sure, but I mean, come on, dude. It's just so sick that someone could use things that they own, that they have an attachment to, as weapons, and to be able to sort of just like create these weapons out of these everyday objects. That's sick. So I'm just trying to get ahead of everybody who goes, oh yeah, I'll bet you like that, you fucking pervert. I'm just trying to get ahead of that, Anyway. But, and if if this is what she's able to do, then I'm excited to see how else this will be implemented.
Yeah, I wonder
in the future.
how many more items does she have that she does feel
connected to?
Yeah,
she's connected to the side because it was given to her by her mother before she died. Yeah, how many other things does she really have that much of a connection to? Which means, is there going to be a possibility that, have we seen the end of this sword, or is this going to be sort of like her move? How sick would it be if she knows that this is, but I mean, it's ripping every time.
Yeah, I don't know if it comes back.
But maybe if she could create a sword, she could turn it back into a uniform again, which would be awesome if she had like another she just got used to it and then had another outfit on underneath, so she wouldn't have to always be naked all the time, or in her skivvies or whatever they call them, bra and panties. And she just ripped it off, and then she had her
bra and panties.
She just ripped it off, and then she had another little
you said that
outfit on underneath that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sybil said we haven't seen this spine sword again.
Oh, that was sick too.
Yeah.
That was sick too. So I mean, again, I mean, she can make anything. We saw the pencil javelins too, or whatever.
Yeah,
even like the scepters or the what do you call them? I think scepters, Poseidon looking things. Whatever. Trident.
Yeah.
I mean,
scepters.
So again, she slices the fuck out of this, out of the Justice Devil, because of the connection that she has to the item.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that was so insane to see her just in a million pieces, and then blood just pouring all over Asa.
Yeah, and then she gets really like, oh my god, I didn't mean to do this. I was like, girl, do not compare
this to Bucky
at all, girl.
Yeah.
Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. This is not the same situation. I understand it might be triggering to see guts and stuff, but that was 2 completely separate things. And that panel was very cool. Because I'm always a sucker for like, it didn't even cut me. And then it's like, oh, it did cut me a lot, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Now that I could like have a minute, like a beat, like I do feel it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, this was incredible. And we see the sword does look like it gets, I don't know if does it look like it flies out of the window, or does it look like it just gets knocked out of her hand, or what's happening? Or does she, or is she still,
she doesn't have it.
Is she still holding on to it? No, she is still holding on to it. Sorry.
I can't see.
She is. Here, I want to zoom in. Because even when I was reading the chapter, I was like, did it fly? It looks like she's still holding on to it.
No, I don't see it.
I'm just going to pull this. I'm just going to pull this up for research, guys. For research. I'm just trying to see if she's still holding on to the sword.
You're a freaking pervert.
I'm not a pervert.
You're literally a pervert.
We're just trying to find stuff out.
You're perverted.
Because here, it does look like it got knocked out of her hand, but maybe she was just, maybe that's just.
Okay, go to the,
Look, that did get knocked out of her hand.
Go to the next panel.
That did get knocked out of her hand.
Go to the next panel.
Because both of her hands are down here, and then the sword is up there. Okay, go to the next panel.
Go.
Okay, chill. Go.
I want to see if she has it. No, not. Okay.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does not have it.
We could have
Maybe
just done that. You're
yeah.
right. Sometimes you are, sometimes you're not.
Yeah, people are really coming down on you
What?
because you're a pervert.
No, I was doing research. I was inspecting the panels. That's what we have to do, okay? To figure out, to get inside the mind of Fujimoto, we have to, look deeper. We have to get deep inside, some of those panels. We have to crawl in those panels and really look all around and get far in there.
Oh, my God.
Because
you're really committing today.
No, because there's things in the background and things, little, nuances, subtleties that we just have to, be able to see. Come on, Mehgan. Come on.
I just can't keep making excuses.
Research sounds worse.
I can't keep enabling this behavior.
It does. I was trying to figure out where the sword went. Okay, I was trying to figure out where the sword went.
Josh is just a secret villain.
No, I was trying to figure out where the sword went, and it looked like okay. I was like, oh, is she holding it here? And I was zooming in on her hand to see if it was. I wasn't zooming in. I wish I could have blurred that out. I wish I could have blurred out the other thing.
Well, you're in charge of all the editing and stuff, so you could have gone that extra step.
I guess I should have had the forethought.
Yeah, the 4 Horsemen thought.
Right. Frankie would be proud of pervert Josh, said Gabe Ruiz.
Josh having his Joker arc.
Where's the weapon? Is it going to come back? Is her school uniform? She needs a school uniform. What's she just going to get another school uniform? She needs a school uniform to go to school. She's going to walk around naked. So I think maybe she's going to find the sword. She's going to be able to make it a uniform again. Maybe that's her thing. But again, like someone else said, we haven't seen the spine sword since its first appearance.
I don't know how even clothes would be. I mean, I can see maybe items like a pencil might turn back, but I don't know how likely clothes would be able to turn back.
I don't know how
or
likely.
Be reused. So I'm not sure
because she has a connection to it. How fucking tragic would it be if she had this super intense and strong connection to this uniform because her mother gave it to her before she died, and you could only use it once?
That's the gamble you have to take.
You could only use that once. You can't form connections that fast. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would make the war devil incredibly weak for having to create these new connections, these deep connections. That takes time. So, I mean, that would be fucked if she could just use it that one time. She has to foster these connections with these things over time, and then
it's the name of the game.
I guess.
It's the name of the game.
Someone said 4 thoughts of the apocalypse. Oh my God. Not happening.
4 thoughties.
Okay. I do want to save some time at the end to talk about the anime too, but go ahead, Mehgan. What were you going to say? I didn't want to interrupt you.
I didn't want to interrupt me. Was I even talking?
Well, you said
you went on a whole rant.
And I usually think I was defending myself because I think people were kind of coming at me a little bit for being a pervert, and I'm not a pervert, dude. I'm just looking. Oh! I'm sorry that Jesus. I'm looking, deeper into art that was given to us by a brilliant mind and a brilliant hand. Oh, I'm sorry. I was getting real close and really appreciating the art and trying to decipher, where, this sword had possibly gone. That's my bad. It's my bad. Anyway.
It's okay.
Oh, shit. Gotchi.
Woo!
Damn, son.
Thank you.
Gotchi reviews with a dono. A coworker poisoned himself. Now I'm not working for the day. He's fine.
Sorry.
You guys watched Yurusei Yatsura yet? No.
Wow, that really took me off guard.
I mean, this is Gotchi. This is Gotchi. This is what he does. This is who he is.
Coworker poisoned himself.
This is why we love him. This is why we love him. Because he could have just said, I got the day off, and have you guys watched this thing yet?
Give us all the details.
But he has to, he's got to come in with a hook. He has to come in with a hook. That's,
Damn.
And
I'm glad he's okay, though. We have not watched it yet.
No, yeah.
I want to, it's the question. I do want to see it. I just have a lot, I want to see it, though. It looks so cute, and people are talking about it.
I haven't even heard anything about it, really.
You've seen the trailer.
Oh, I did see the trailer. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. My bad.
Miko XD said, I poison myself all the time buying Taco Bell.
That's a great point. And I might poison myself later today, as a matter of fact, with some Taco Bell. Although Del Taco's been hitting a little harder than Taco Bell lately.
Yeah, I don't know why. You could just taste the freshness, and I think it's a little more. There's a little more love into it, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, Taco Bell. I mean, come on.
Smokey Wolf. I like how Megan's first reaction was to laugh even before the "he's fine" part. LOL.
It's because I'm Yoru today.
Exactly.
I like chaos.
I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick because I had a
Are
bubbly.
you serious, dude?
I'm just gonna go pee real quick. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Always
I had
giving
too much
me
bubbly.
shit. Always giving me shit.
No, you're the one always shitting. I'm not giving you
wow. Wow. Go ahead and go.
So I'll be right back, and then I want to finish out the chapter discussion,
Okay.
and then I want to talk a little bit about the anime.
Sure,
because I've been
sure.
really excited to talk about it outside of just the reactions and stuff.
Sure.
All right.
Okay, go
Have fun.
ahead.
All right, bye.
Bye. Rare Josh win. Okay, Polnareff Josh. Thank you. Now we have one for Josh. Finally. Jesus. Fuck. For real. How are you guys doing? Just silent for like 2 minutes. Josh purrs over the manga, then goes to the restroom. Yeah, literally. The Mehgan show. Yeah, it's kind of like the Amanda show, but less funny and more annoying, if that's possible. Got your reviews and the donation. Thank you. Josh, it's the dancing girl in the tiger bikini. I always post and rant about it in the Discord because it's got a remake and it's very good. Yeah, she's like a Oni, right? I don't know too much about it. But I know she's like a Oni of some type. Where's Josh's bathroom sound? Oh, this is Josh's bathroom sound. I don't have one because he didn't program one for me. He only programmed one for himself to give to me, if that makes sense. So
that's not true.
You know, he always does this like funny thing where he gives himself the advantage over me and the show because he thinks that he could like just like play it off like, oh, I'm just more prepared. But at the end of the day, he just doesn't allow me the
that is not true.
Tools.
Stop. That's not true. That's not true. This is a bit that you're doing. It's gotten out of hand. Another dono from Gotchi though.
I already shouted that out.
Oh, okay.
While you were in the bathroom.
Okay. Can I read it? Is that okay?
Sure.
Josh, it's the dancing girl in the tiger bikini. I always post and rant about in the Discord because it's got the remake and it's very good. Yeah. Yes.
Polnareff Josh.
Okay, Ty. Josh is not running a dictatorship. Megan is running a dictatorship, is what she's running.
See, then you go back to that. You know what? This is not happening. This is not happening. You know what? I kind of want to happen. Denji shows up and gets killed in front of Asa, and then he just shows up the next day because of his immortality. Yeah, I mean, I do wonder how Denji's going to play in all of this. Of course, Denji's reaction, if Denji would have been there, he wouldn't have been able to compose himself. He would have been a wreck. Yeah.
If he was there during that fight, nothing would have gotten done. Mm-hmm. His jaw would have been on the floor. His pants would have been around his ankles. You know, because come on.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Because come on. That is Gabe Ruiz. That is not true. Megan does have power over her own self. Look at her. She has control.
It's your kitchen.
Yeah, she has control.
It's your kitchen. I'm just in here.
No.
Slaving away at the stove.
Okay. Anyway. When Denzi sees Asa, the ship will be real. Yeah, I do think it would be hilarious and very...
I hope they just stay friends.
I mean, sure, but...
I don't think Chainsaw Man... I don't think Denji is... I don't think he's ready for a relationship. He needs to focus on himself and get better for himself before he goes into being with someone. I mean, I know that's his whole like he a big goal of his is to score, but you know, I just think that he shouldn't be looking for a relationship. And Asa is so I would argue, obviously so much more mature than Denji, and I just don't think she would be down for it. It's too much of he's too much of a responsibility.
Right.
And I don't think she'd be able to handle that. Like, yeah. I don't think. I don't think that's what he needs. I think he needs therapy. I think he needs Just
He just
love.
needs self-love.
No, he self-love and also just love, because I don't know. I mean, maybe Nayuta, maybe everything's going cool with Nayuta, but like
I don't know. We haven't seen her since part 1. But yeah,
Asa deserves someone better than Denji, for real. Yeah.
it would be funny. My point is, it would be funny if Denji does show up in the aftermath of this, because he goes to that school. And
I'm sure he will.
And
I mean, he's been waiting for this day.
Asa in her undies,
Yeah.
But I do want to know if that's something she's going to be able to use again or not, because again, that would be so fucked to me. And then so I just want to show this picture again, just in case you missed it. But yeah, so we have here the new character. Anything for my little sister. See, they do look, scales are what people are saying, and then Ripcord, Chainsaw Man, Pochita's tail, Denji's Ripcord. It looks like it could be either. It could go either way. What is this thing you think right here? This little accessory.
Pochichi.
Right, it's a little piece of meat right there.
Yeah.
Which is why it's Famine, because it's a little piece of meat hanging right there. I don't know. But
you're telling me this girl went to the school the whole time. So you're telling me, couldn't come in like a different outfit. Like they are all just getting drawn to each other at this.
Oh yeah,
this school. Or maybe she just put it on to blend in with the other students. But I can't wait to see the next chapter. And I can't wait to buy this in physical.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's already done. I think this isn't included in Volume 12.
But it
this
ends,
chapter, but I really want Volume 12.
It ends with either Yuko or the Justice Devil coming out of the school, being enlarged, huge.
Mojo Jojo vibes.
Very Mojo Jojo. This is giving Mojo Jojo for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we haven't even seen Yoshida in I don't know how many fucking chapters now.
I know.
So,
Sybil had a good point. Seems like Yoshida's bad at his job, or they're keeping Denji totally in the dark, which I could see happening.
He's distracting him.
Yeah.
Bro, but all this shit is going down at the school that you have implanted yourself in.
Mm-hmm.
And where are you? You're not doing anything. I mean, his job maybe isn't to protect the school. It's to protect Denji, or like you were saying, Sybil was saying, to keep him, distracted, or keep him away from everything. But damn, dude, where are you?
Oh my gosh, a beautiful lie. What the heck?
Let me see what happened. Oh, a beautiful lie! Wow!
Wow!
Oh my God!
Oh man, what the heck?
The real thank you so much.
Thank
much. A beautiful lie. The real question is, where is Kobeni?
I need her. I want her. I need her.
I need her.
I need it. I miss her so much. I hope she's doing good.
I hope she's doing good. I hope she's, living her best life. I hope she's healing. Yeah.
I miss her. I can't wait to see her again. I can't wait to see her in the
I can't wait to see her in the anime, dude. That's what I'm really excited about.
I think next episode we get to see Cone.
Yeah. That'd be sick. I can't wait, dude. The anime has been so great, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. But we did get another donation from Batman for real. Woo! Another fucking goat, dude. Let me see what sound. Oh, okay, It's Your Kitchen, and we'll give Batman for real a super. Saw that you guys liked the current One Piece opening during your reaction. Respect. I also love that one. It's pretty underrated from what I've seen. Underrated?
I don't understand. I just don't. I think I understand people. Sometimes I really do think I understand what's happening here. And then when I hear a statement like that say it's underrated, then I just flip. And then I don't understand.
Right.
Then I really have no concept of like what people like and don't like, because that doesn't make any sense to me, and I don't register it in my brain. Because
it just seems like
if you like something,
it just seems like go ahead.
If you like something, if everyone is in unison, like, oh, this is really cool, people who like it might turn around and say, you know what, actually it's ass and it's mid. And they just want to be on the opposing side for what?
It's mid.
Do you think that it makes you look... I'm not going to go into this right now, but...
People who just hate things to be different.
Just to be...
Or call things mid.
Think that they're cool. Yeah, mid, the mid-knit men. That's what I call them.
The mid-int men. Yeah.
Mid-int men.
That's hard to say.
Yeah, it kind of is. I kind of regret that being my word. But yeah. Yeah, I love that opening. I mean, yeah, it is one of the best. Honestly, one of the best openings in anime. That I mean, obviously, I have a connection with One Piece for sure, but everything in the opening is fantastic.
Mhm.
I would say even like I would say even as an anime watcher, if you're not really familiar with the manga, it doesn't give too much away, which I hate about openings so much. Is like if you watch the opening, you know who the villain is, you know what the surprise is going to be at the end,
Right.
you know all of the reveals sometimes.
I mean, we're looking at the 1,000-Year Blood War arc right now as like an OP that has like a lot of plot details in it.
Yeah,
You know,
but I don't. If you know, but like again, like I just think it's so perfect. The music fits so perfectly. The animation is amazing. It invokes so many different emotions, and it's amazing. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
And shout out Batman for real, dude. Thank you so much, and thank you, A Beautiful Lie. You guys are fucking amazing. Yeah, let's talk about the Chainsaw Man anime. This is kind of, I guess, to the point of people, your point of people saying that things are mid, I guess, but I think that the anime is so fucking amazing, and I'm having such an incredibly good time consuming and watching this.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit in our reaction video, but you know, the pacing is slightly, I guess, different. It's slowed down a lot. I feel like it is watching it versus reading it because we just talked about how part one moves.
Mm-hmm.
But I almost prefer it. And I think they're doing a way better job of setting the tone than I would have expected.
We have another comment from Miko. Have you guys had a chance to watch the English dub? Ryan Colte's Denji is even better than what we've heard in the trailer. I might want to check it out.
Actually, yes, I want to check it out.
I would say that not a complaint. I mean, there's a lot of people going around. I mean, there's just this, again, just critiquing every little thing. We have the manga, we have the anime. Of course, you would want them to be the same. You would want them to be interchangeable and them to be two perfect adaptations. If you don't like the anime because the manga is better, then just read the manga and stop complaining about it. It's just like these people work hard to put this out and we want to see it as fans of it. And like, why are you shitting on a panel with Power and Denji talking to Makima, and you're shitting on it because it doesn't look as intense as it does in the manga, which I can agree with that, but they made up for that with that slight Makima moment of animation.
That was crazy.
And even me and you had a visceral reaction. It's like you make up for things and you lose some things, but it evens out. And that's what's happening with the Chainsaw Man anime. I feel like everything is evened out.
Right.
And I wouldn't say we're missing anything, but there are definitely some differences with reactions. But again, I don't know. I mean, in the manga, for me, it was kind of hard to see the real intentions of Makima than it is in the anime. And again, like, I don't know, people just complaining about what? Like, first it was a CGI, now it's about fucking panels that don't look the same, like,
or moments that are the moments that got cut.
Bruh, just please, just you're being served the tastiest chocolate cake and everyone else is being served whatever because it's not as good of an adaptation. Eat the fucking cake and enjoy it. I'm your fucking mom. If you
Oh, damn.
I'm your fucking mom, and if you don't eat your cake right now and be fucking thankful, then you can get up and go to your room.
Go to your room.
Yeah.
Wow. Mehgan just went the fuck off. Damn. I'm gonna let that simmer. I'm gonna let that sit. But we got another donation from Gachi. Shout out Gachi. Give him a
Good smell. Flavor.
counterpoint.
You.
Ushure Yatsura OP 2022 is best of the season. No cap. I've seen the OP. You showed me the OP or the trailer. Maybe I saw the trailer. But again, it looks fantastic, and I know Mehgan wants to watch it.
I do. Just time.
Yeah, time.
I'm watching Uzaki-chan right now. I kind of like it. Eat the cake anime. I said eat the cake anime. That's funny. That's funny.
But it is crazy, dude, because it is just
in the light of everything.
It is just crazy seeing people react to it and people having to have, like, I guess, takes on everything. And, I don't know. I do feel like this is something incredible, and I have enjoyed seeing it. I've enjoyed watching it. You're right. The manga exists, and the manga is there for people who prefer that. But it's also like, bro, sometimes I can't handle the internet, and I have to believe that everybody is the same. That it just gets so exhausting. There was something floating around not too long ago. Chainsaw Man's getting canceled in the United States, and it's from this fucking guy, this fucking bald guy news. Fucking, who the fuck is this guy? Bald guy news. And
it's Johnny Sins.
He wishes he was fucking Johnny Sins, dude. Filming all of his fucking content like he's on the fucking toilet, dude. Like, look at the camera looking up, and he's like, Chainsaw Man's canceled in the United States because it's grooming.
Yeah, he has no basis for any of the things that he posts. He just wants to cause like this uproar of people and comments.
For views.
Yeah, for
views. And you look more into it, and it's like, yeah, that's not true. That's not true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just makes me so upset because people just do this shit. And that's the thing. Like, man, it makes me so frustrated.
Yeah, people really do be just complaining about every little fucking thing. It's literally not funny. Like, you have this team that's working so hard to make this product for you to consume, and you're literally complaining.
Yeah.
Complaining. Like, I understand if it was a shit adaptation, then maybe I would say, okay, I think complaining would be, you can complain all you want, but, you have to change it. Like, bro, like, how can you be... And another thing that makes me upset is, there's always been not a war, I would say, but manga readers, anime watchers. If there's a manga that had come out and then it gets an anime adaptation, you could always kind of assume that there'll be some overlap, especially on like Twitter or other forums. Like, you'll see people just straight up spoil the anime watchers. And I obviously I've read the manga before I watch the anime, but I would never do that. People that are just like, well, I read the manga first, so I'm entitled to just spoil the fuck out of you. Like, it's just not fair. It's just not fair.
Yeah, there's been a couple of people who've been like pretty shitty about it.
And it's, I mean, it is really getting toxic. It is really becoming really, really toxic.
Yes,
the Chainsaw Man fandom. There was
how do you say it again?
Peep Chisuru.
Chirisu. Promised Neverland fandom got stuff to complain about. Not y'all exactly. The Promised Neverland, that was a travesty, dude. I still don't know what the hell they were smoking when they adapted that second season.
Also, there was a Twitter account that posted like, oh, here comes set your sails, Makima X Denji is here. Only having watched the anime. Mm-hmm. They then get like quoted tweets saying like, you should probably just kill yourself.
Oh my God. Mehgan, you go to the toxic corners of the internet.
Because I'm there. I have to. I'm a foyer. Foyer?
You're a voyeur.
Voyeur.
I'm a foyer.
Yeah, it's so sad because they're just like, I just watched the anime and all these manga readers are like telling me to kill myself. Yeah, Chibi Reviews getting death threats. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, wow. So it makes me so upset and it makes me so sad to be a part of like over a joke. Yeah.
What happened with the Chibi Review?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that was posted by Chibi Reviews?
Yeah.
That is sad, dude. That is sad.
It's just like, it makes me lose faith in humanity. I mean, I guess it's the internet, honestly. Like, why can't we all just like this thing? And it doesn't matter when you get into it, when you start it, you should all be, content with liking this one thing and having that community. Like, there's no community. It's entitlement.
It is a bit of like, I guess, gatekeeping, and it comes. I mean, it feels like it's really rampant in the anime and manga, and maybe even more anime, or I guess maybe manga community too. Mm-hmm. And it is that way with any fandom to an extent, right? I mean, I feel like there are people in the Marvel, fandom.
Oh yeah.
Because now there's been this sort of like divide, and now you can be just a Marvel comic book fan, or now you can be a Marvel Cinematic Universe fan. You could be both, but they're just people telling people how to consume things, why they shouldn't like it, or what they should and shouldn't like. We got a member comment from Roland V. Dub, member for 2 months. Shout out. I agree the internet is toxic and Twitter is even more toxic. Yeah,
Twitter is literally the depth of sadness and sorrow.
Toxic devil when? For real.
Yeah, no, internet devil should be one.
Ooh. Oh, Gotchi said it. We missed his.
Where?
Oh, right here. Okay, so you get a... Shout out Gotcha Reviews with another donation. Man, I'd be less screwed up if Makima grew me. He'd be less screwed up. It's a lot to unpack there, Gotchi, because
if you would be less, because she did a lot of bad things.
Right.
So you're saying...
I mean, I don't know if that's
so
like... You'd be less screwed up. I guess in a way, that's kind of like, a comment on maybe your own upbringing. Maybe
that's what,
your own parents,
I
feel like. You're like, because if my,
So if Makima's here...
Right.
Then...
Right. Well, yeah, you must have. I get it. It's a troubling statement.
It's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope. But yeah, dude, and that's the thing about whatever. I know this kind of went into down a different road, but it is the internet, and it is frustrating. And part of being in the anime and manga community can be frustrating at times.
Yeah.
Like even with just like YouTube Shorts in general, like YouTube is pushing shorts and everything, and it's so frustrating because people just make shit and want to get views. So we were scrolling through shorts recently and saw like this whole short about like Oda being in the hospital and bedridden for X amount of months, and so Kishimoto had to like literally take over and help him finish writing and drawing Dressrosa, and it was like the short it started like the most fucking annoying short start. Did you know? Fun fact, did you know? Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, can we get much higher? Can we be better? Can we be a little bit better? Can we come up with something a little bit better?
Can we get much lower?
Can we get much lower?
And
it's like, did you know? Blah, blah. And then all the comments were like, yeah, but nobody knew this because it never fucking happened.
It never existed. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm scared of that spoiler devil.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean... That's why I do like our community so much. It's because I feel like we do have I'm sure there's like younger people younger than us, and Josh, of course, younger than Josh.
Jesus. Okay.
But younger than me, I could assume. Even though I'm pretty young. But I understand. Like, no, I'm young. Everyone is probably younger than you.
The pregnancy test devil. Go ahead.
But yeah,
scary.
Yeah.
But younger than
pregnancy scare devil.
Yeah.
That would be very powerful. Panic Pikachu says it's not even Chainsaw Man fans, more just like modern anime fans in general. The people that were here again for that time where you had to burn fucking DVDs to see anime, when you had to go on YouTube and watch parts, missing in between. You got to like talk in forums and not on Twitter or have like Instagram. You used to talk to fucking people and there was respect. And now everyone again just like has this voice and like they can say whatever they want. I just feel like I'm so fucking old. The younger generation.
Hey, you're young.
The younger generation is fucking everything up because they have no respect.
I like that.
They have no respect for the old anime users.
That's good.
Yes.
I like that.
They have no respect for the for the people, the veterans that were here before them. They show no respect for us because we were here first and they don't want to respect us.
It sounds like it hurts.
It doesn't actually. I've fallen back into it.
I love it.
But yeah, they have no respect. And that comes with the manga readers fucking just spoiling the fuck out of the anime watchers for no reason but to say like, wow, like I was here first, tee-hee. Like it's so annoying and it makes me just so sad because I don't even know where I would start if I were to enter the space now. Before when I did enter the space, it was just so much more nice. And I feel like now it's so toxic because you have to pick a side. And there are people, obviously, in our community that are just like open to everything.
Oh yeah.
And I just think that everyone should be like that, and I'm glad we have a safe space like our Discord and people that like talk about anime and manga, and they are just open to a lot more things than just shutting people down. based on their takes. And it's like, okay, well, people like different things, you know?
Yeah. I guess my thing is like everybody just feeling like they have to have a take. It's like you could just like it, and you could just talk about why you like it, or if you don't like it, you could talk about why you don't like it. But to have this this take, which is like
it'd be like mine. You have to listen to mine.
Well, I mean, but it is also and we were talking about it yesterday. It is just the nature of YouTube too, and the algorithm and everything. Like
it's what gets
and
views. Yeah,
it's frustrating because even there's a YouTuber that I was watching react to some of the new Bleach episodes, and I like this guy. I like him a lot, but just the way that they were picking apart things in the episode, because they are super extremely, maybe the most knowledgeable about the manga, the source material. I mean, just like almost every single moment that wasn't exactly like the manga. I like this guy, but he was just very critical, I guess, of those moments. Like, why did they change that? I don't like that. That was bad. They shouldn't have changed that. And it's like, for me, this is also someone who knows that Kubo has basically said in interviews, like, I consider myself an animator. I consider myself like part of the team. Like, I'm getting a second chance to go back and to like rework these scenes and to, try to convey things differently in this different like sort of medium. Like, and yeah, I don't know, to be like, I mean, at a certain point, it's like, are you saying that it feels like you're saying like, better than Kubo, or you're so stuck in like this and treating this previous version of it like scripture.
No, that's what it is. That's what it is.
You're not allowing the artist to like.
That's what it is. Expectation and again entitlement of like what you think should be done, and it's like.
And I'm not to say that this person like feels entitled, but I mean just the way I don't know, that every little moment is picked, maybe with other people.
Yeah.
But every little moment is picked apart. It's like, damn, dude, like, yeah, because there were moments too where like there's a funeral scene and things were cut in that moment, but the somberness and the sort of like silence of that moment, I think convey, and that goes back to Chainsaw Man. Like, it's about what the moment is trying to convey, not necessarily like the gore of it or the actual literal lines of dialogue, which are super important and necessary and can add a lot of context and can be significant. But it's like, what is that moment trying to convey, and can we still convey that without this thing?
And again. We are getting an adaptation for Chainsaw Man.
And it wasn't Tekking. Someone said Tekking called out. It was not Tekking. But I do love Tekking.
We are getting an adaptation for Bleach. It has been so long, and everyone thought it wasn't going to happen.
Right.
But we're getting it now. Why are you still complaining?
And that's why I don't fucking go online. And that's why, like,
I don't understand.
As much as we fuck around and as much as we have fun, like, I do like that for the most part. Like, our channel hopefully is a place where we could just be silly and celebrate and have fun talking about this fucking thing we like.
DJ War Ready says your headcanon not happening does not equal bad writing. I'm so tired of that argument.
Right.
Thank you.
Your headcanon is not happening. And I like Philippe Stankovic, who said this may come off as condescending, but we tend to forget that in 8 out of 10 times we're probably arguing with literal 11-year-olds.
Yeah, Batman Frill said, you guys really dodged a bullet not reading Wano Weekly. Jesus Christ, people were really being horrible. I can only imagine. Huh?
Like Frobin said, Gabe Ruiz. Like Frobin, your headcanon is not happening. It doesn't equate to bad writing.
But it does happen, and it continues to happen, so I'm not sure what that comment means.
Yeah, it's just whatever. Like, we, that's why we're silly and goofy and whatever. We try to have fun and talk about this shit that we fucking love, because it does seem to be, and there are so many other places. Like, that is why, speaking of Tekking, why I like Tekking so much, because he is this fucking like ray of sunshine in this pit of darkness sometimes.
Yeah, for real.
And there are other creators that do that too, for sure. For sure. But yeah, I mean, if you get too into it, because even with Bleach and stuff, there are people are like tearing it apart online and stuff like that, and comparing and pitting things against each other, and like, this is better than this, and this is better than that, and it is what it is, bro. I mean, we're getting like some of the best shit that we've ever gotten in terms of like anime and things coming back. I mean, it's an incredible, amazing time to be an anime fan. Yeah, I mean, even just talking about all the toxicity and stuff, it just makes me.
Yeah, I need to like wash it out.
Yeah, we need to get past it. We need to a palate cleanser. Yeah. Anyway, The anime is fantastic. We're having a great time. And speaking of reactions and watching stuff, we were talking about before, some people were asking, or somebody was asking in our Discord about us doing a watch party.
Yes.
And we had talked about previously, I know this is a Chainsaw Man chapter discussion stream, but we also didn't do a community live this week, so we're just hanging out, having a good time, catching up with you guys. But we are still planning on doing the watch party. Again, it is not been like the hardest thing in the world, but we have still been kind of adjusting to our new sort of like recording schedule and everything, which is why we're doing this late and why we haven't been as active about posting information or updates about the One Piece Movie 6 watch party. But we are still planning on having the One Piece Movie 6 watch party tonight at 7 p.m. PST, and we'll post about it on our community tab after this, and it'll be in our Discord. We'll post a link there too. Yeah. So we're definitely still doing that. Sorry we haven't been posting about it more and letting people giving you a heads up. But.
Yeah. So it should be happening. It should be happening tonight at 7. Or I mean 7:30, probably 7 though. But if you guys are interested in that, that'll be fun and spooky.
Some people, I mean, we haven't seen it, and people say it's the scariest.
Scary.
It's like the most like it's not maybe like an actual horror movie, but it is like the closest to being a horror movie than any other One Piece movie. And we're gonna go see Film Red on next weekend. Got our tickets. So super excited about that.
And is anyone going to Anime Expo Chibi?
Oh, is anybody going?
Is anyone going in the chat?
Because we'll be there.
Is this going to be available? Is it going to be available for a VOD later for members?
So, yeah, we talked about it with me and Mehgan talked about it, and we do want to upload it for Patreon and YouTube members, the watch party. So if you're a YouTube member or a Patreon member, then you'll be able to watch it later if you can't make it live.
I'm excited. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I've been, missing that One Piece.
Oh yeah, we haven't. We haven't watched it in a long time.
Oh, Kevin said yes, sir. Going to Anime Expo Chibi.
Oh, let's go.
Yay!
We'll be there. So hit us up.
We'll be there.
DM us on Instagram
days.
or in Discord.
Or we might do the thing that we did last time. If anyone we did at Anime Expo. If anyone goes, then we can just find a place to just chill for an hour or whatever. And if you guys want to stop by, you could stop by.
Yeah. But I'm so excited for Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday. Chainsaw Man has been something that I've looked forward to every single week. And I honestly, there are people who are tearing it apart or being assholes or whatever, but I like seeing everybody else so excited and clipping these moments and clipping the moment from last or this week's episode, I guess, with Power just reacting to Denji saying that he's gonna go after the Bat Devil for her. Yeah. And just the Denji Bat song and people making their own edits of Denji. What was that edit you showed me of Denji singing and
he's like, California girls are unforgettable.
Yeah. And Aki is like, shut the fuck up. It is cool to see people really having fun with this.
Yeah, Kobeni next week. No, does that mean
you think so? Is it for sure?
Based on the chapters, I'm looking forward to the restaurant scene.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
If we get that.
No, of course.
Next episode.
Oh, you think next episode?
I don't know. Because if Cohen's coming, then.
Yeah.
Because that all happens.
Yeah.
With heat.
And shit is, things are fucking moving, dude.
No. The hotel, I think, happens before.
I do think the hotel happens before. Well, Kobeni's there. What are you laughing at?
Side drizzle drops, and I feel like Mehgan's being too hard on Josh. I could have sworn they talked about all kind of pervy things during Berserk. Yes. Mehgan was the main one.
Thank you, Zai drizzle drop. Thank you. And we're talking about JoJo, and she's like, all the stands can get it, and I'm like, okay.
They can. They literally can, though. They can, though. Yeah, hotels before the bar scene, which I do love the hotel little arc.
Oh, I liked it a lot,
so excited. I'm so excited.
I liked it a lot, too.
So excited.
And like I said, they're moving. I was kind of wondering this week if we were going to get through the whole Bat Devil thing in one episode, and they did.
Yeah, they did.
And if they did, I was like, if they do, is it going to feel rushed? And it didn't. It was beautifully paced, perfectly paced. So, yeah. Y'all literally said Magician's Red could get it, said Luis Segura. Magician's Red, Magician's Red can get it.
He can.
Magician's Red can
And
get
Smokey Wolf said, yeah, I did see that line. You know, I want guts in my guts, and that still stands. That still fucking stands.
I mean, he won the
honestly,
husbando bracket.
to the day I die.
He won the husbando bracket.
I'm getting a tattoo
Of guts, yeah, and Costco.
of guts in Costco.
Bro, this is a vibe. This is a look. You should rock these scars like permanent. You should get those.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Or tattooed.
Or we could just really scar you right there.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to fucking scar my face? Jesus Christ. Bro.
Yeah, Roddy said, I have no idea how they're going to animate that scene with Himeno and Denji. That's something that they have to. It's going to be in the anime. It has to be.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, it might be a little hard to watch.
Yeah.
But
good. And, yeah.
Right.
Josh is wild.
Josh is wild. Look, I'm just saying I like them. That's a cool look.
You should scar your face right now.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Have we read the new Berserk chapter? This is from, did y'all read the newest
Ty.
Berserk chapter from Ty? We haven't read Berserk in a while. And it sucks. And it's sad.
It's very fucking sad, actually. Like, actually. I feel like I'm completely out of the loop.
I mean, we can just sit down and read a couple chapters, which we might at this point do. Maybe we should just do that. We should just read. I mean, I don't know how many chapters have come out. Maybe it's only been like one or two. Maybe. I mean, because they do.
I think it's like 3.
Maybe 3. Maybe we should just read them and then
I haven't touched it.
Do a separate video about it. But
yeah,
because I really want to read it, but with everything else going on, it was just hard to get around to.
Yeah.
And it's like most of the time, if we're not talking about it on the channel, most of the time, then we're probably not reading it.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
Ty said it's really sad. Gus is really going through it. See, I just can't do that right now.
Well, you need to. You need to.
I don't think I'm prepared to do
culture.
that. I was even really upset reading the last chapter.
Oh yeah, that was hard. That was hard.
Yeah, that was really hard for me.
Oh, and also, since everybody's here and hanging out, we're going to be doing, I don't know what your plans are for Halloween, but we're going to also be doing Halloween live on, Halloween's on Monday?
Yeah.
So it's going to be Monday. It'll be earlier, but that's so that if the time zones align for you, then you can, just hang out with us before you go out and do whatever you do.
Yeah,
and maybe you don't go out, and that's cool too, because I can tell you right now that if it wasn't for Mehgan taking me to a trick or treat, my ass would be at home too.
Yeah, you'd be home.
My ass would be at home.
Yeah.
Another donor from Gachi.
Oh.
Monkey to Luffy.
I'm aware Voynich Hotel moment. What is that in regards to?
The hotel.
Right. No, you're right. No, maybe because we said we're not talking about it, then we're not.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah. You got it. Damn.
Halloween with the boys.
Need to watch it. Yeah. And we have a very, very, very excited, to show off our costumes.
Oh yeah, we got yes. We got crazy
super
costumes.
excited to
And I guarantee you, it's not what anybody's thinking. Whatever it is, anime related.
It is anime related,
but
I don't think you could guess it.
I guarantee you won't be able to guess it.
I don't think you can guess it.
And then we got games planned. We were gonna maybe play a scary game.
Yeah.
We have a lot of segments planned. We have some candy. We wanted to do candy from around the world, but we just couldn't get our hands on candy from around the world.
Yeah. We just couldn't.
There's some boxes on Amazon.
We just couldn't travel the world and pick
travel
it
the
up.
world in 80 days.
We got some good ideas for the stream. We kind of landed on a couple segments, so I think we're excited.
Yeah, we're really excited. We got we're gonna be building something.
Yeah,
we're gonna be playing some games.
It should be fun.
We're
It
gonna
should
do
be chill.
Smash or pass.
Yeah.
Horror icons.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. That's
Yeah.
gonna be really fun. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the next chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Of Chainsaw Man, chapter 109. It's going to be crazy. And we're going to try to be better about being more on time with it. I know we were a little later today than we would have liked to be.
I mean, we're just so busy now.
Bro, and it's crazy, dude. Like, I don't know if you guys, were following the community tab on Monday. Was it this Monday? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, YouTube was giving us a hard time putting up that Bleach episode.
It was literally
Chainsaw Man went up right away. But I genuinely do not understand. If you're someone in the chat that knows, please enlighten us. I don't know how the fuck these people put out these reviews so fast. we
They
try
just
to
have it down
record-
to a science, I guess.
and maybe their computer's a little bit faster. Bro, don't even get me started on that. But yeah, with the actual cutting together of the episode, the exporting, the uploading, the thumbnail, which you can pre-make the thumbnail and copy and paste the description and all that, and tags and whatever. But bro, I mean, we'll sit down to watch the episode, and it feels like people already have whole ass videos out, and I don't know how the fuck they do it. I mean, we try to record everything even through OBS with the overlay already on it, so that's an extra step we don't have to do in Premiere. So I'm thinking we're getting ahead of it. We already have the thumbnail made, and we just wait for the episode to come out so we could get a screenshot of it. I'm thinking we're doing everything we can prep wise, but still.
I mean, Deb said they go watch it on pirated websites. They go up a little earlier because of the time difference.
Pirates.
Yeah.
Pirate shit.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Anyway, I think that's going to do it, right?
Yeah.
For another Chainsaw Man discussion. And I know we talked about a little bit of everything, the toxicity of fandoms a little bit. We went down that road because, we're just here having a good time talking to you guys. We didn't have a community live this week, so, we just wanted to hang out.
Yeah.
Hang out. But stay tuned for Monday, the Halloween stream. And if you want to watch One Piece Movie 6 with us at 7 p.m. PST, you can do that tonight. Or today, whatever time that is for you. And we'll Tinder Hot. They always come in at the end.
Yeah.
They always come in at the end.
Tinder Hot. XYZ.
Best adult dating site.
Nice.
Thank you, Money, for taking care of that.
Thank you. But yeah. Come tonight on the watch party. And next week, we'll be super fun. Yeah. Going into this week. Halloween. Yeah.
Halloween.
Halloween.
All that to say, what an amazing chapter, and probably one of my favorite, if not my absolute favorite chapter of Chainsaw Man Part 2 so far. And I'm excited for 109, and I'm excited for next week's episode, dude. Tuesday can't come soon enough, and they be spoiling us, dude, with a new chapter and a new episode on the same day. Like, that's brilliant. I mean, it's hard to put out 2 videos on one day, but it's brilliant because we can just consume it all at the same time. We don't have no willpower. We're like both, right at the same time.
Boom.
I'll be reading the chapter while I'm watching the new episode.
Yeah.
I mean, if we weren't recording a
reaction.
Yeah,
if we weren't recording it before.
Anyway.
Shooty. Volume 1 is back with another one. No one is doing it like
Shooty.
Volume 1 is doing it.
Also, I mean, that's it. I was gonna plug something else, but I was just gonna plug, our shirts again.
Oh,
because I added.
They know where they can find them.
They know because I added a new one.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, go ahead. I forgot you added.
I added a new one, and I'm not gonna post about it really anywhere else because this is just for the OGs. This is for, I guess, people who who really fuck with us. So I just added a couple new things. This is just a volume 1 hoodie right here. And it's cool because you got a little sleeve design. It's got the little logo, the little sleeve design right there. And the link for these are in the description, of course. And they're a
little different from our Devil Hunter shirts, but it's kind of like the same.
But I changed the art a little bit to look, I think, more like us, I guess. So it's a little bit different. Yeah. And then Mehgan right here says, "Oh, Shooty," and then mine right here says, "It's your kitchen," right there. And then we got there. And we got that in a hoodie, and then we got a shirt. These are like more regular fitting Gildan t-shirts. So if you're familiar with like the Gildan tee, that's what these are here. And then
Gildan.
I hardly knew
her.
And then I added the classic, done piece in red because I know people like that.
I love the red.
I know people like that.
Yeah, the red is fire. I needed one of those done piece hoodies like ASAP.
Yeah, the red one is fire. So I added with the classic art, and it's cool that they give you this like mock-up. So sick. Yeah. And then I made the done piece shirt a hoodie, and again it says the other one, the Freedom Edition, and it says done piece down on the sleeve there. And then the same thing with the Devil Hunters. It says Devil Hunters on the sleeve there.
Sick.
So it's getting colder for us, and I'm rocking the Devil Hunter shirt today.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shameless plug. Please allow it. Please allow it. But the link is in the description if you want to cop one for yourself.
Yeah.
But that is going to do
That'll
it
do it.
for
Thank you, guys.
another live chapter discussion reaction. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro that is always the same and never changes. Which today, let's go to the freaking chat for an outro.
Yeah. Da na 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 na.
Just want to catch up. See you on Monday then. Perfect time to celebrate my midterms being over from the university. Oh, shout out DJ Warready. Thank you, DJ Warready. Great art design. Damn, that Dumb Piece Red is so good. Smoky Wolf, thank you. Yeah, people had suggested, updating it with some different colors and stuff. Thank you, Weepsty Boys. So I, added some more colors and stuff like that and different variations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Makima, this is an outro suggestion from Gotchi Reviews. Makima, more like
Maki Mama.
Maki Mama. That's great.
That's
You
good.
can't,
That's solid.
That's super solid. We'll let a couple more trickle in. These are our, of course, suggestions for our outro. That is always
another
the same.
Maki Mama.
Maki Mama. Boo. The Weezy Boy says boo.
Damn.
And of course,
Mommy Ma.
Mommy Ma. I do love that.
Josh almost slapped Mehgan.
Whoa, when did that happen? When the fuck did that happen? Stay off Twitter, Ty. I like it.
Oh, that's good.
Toxic Mehgan win all the time. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm really gonna get slapped after the cameras cut.
Anything for my little sister. I like that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Batman for real. Anything for my little sister. And Maki Mama was really good. And Mommy Mo was really good too. But anything for my little sister to bring it all the way back around, to tie it up nicely. Anything for my little sister. Anything for my little volume oneers. It sounds a little sexual too.
You're getting so hot. You're getting you're flushed.
It's spicy.
Wow.
It's like anything for my little volume
You
oneers.
really got worked up
that
there.
worked me up. It was it was cute. Like it was
Eat
real
the cake anime.
It was hot. Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah, like anything for my little oneers.
Yeah, someone's gonna clip that, dude. Someone's gonna clip that shit. Someone is gonna for real clip that. All right, we'll do anything for my little sister. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, for hanging out, for listening, for supporting us. You guys are the fucking best. Our community is amazing. You guys are amazing. And until next time, anything for my little sister.
Bo chi chi. Wow, 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 wow. Bo chi da.
Wow, hold on.
Wow, wow,
okay,
wow.
the outro didn't roll the way it was supposed to roll, so we gotta say anything for my little sister again, okay? 3, 2, 1. Anything for my little sister. This time for real.
Wow, wow. I want that sound on my soundboard too.
Okay, I can get it for you.
Okay.
I can get it for you. Oh shit, Johnny Sins. Johnny Sins is still here. Wow.
Anything for my little Johnny Sins.
I love it.